right, well, it would be a massive win for Precision Z if they can take a win off Flipside Tactics here. I say we go into the game. On the field with the commentary is going to be Wave, Punk, and Finable Carpet. Take it away, guys.
Thanks so much, Axel Toss. Flipside Tactics versus Precision Z. I am excited about this match, Carpet. Precision Z, a hot roster coming into season number 2, and Flipside Tactics, a team that is always considered one of the best in Europe, but they've got kind of a curveball for us today with that Jazer player.
Yeah, they are using Jazer. Jazer, we all know, is a very skilled player. He did participate in RLCS Season 1. He was on a team called the JJJ Squad. They made it to round 64, but they had a tough time making it into group stages. But as Gibbs stated, that was quite a while ago. There must be a reason that they are using him as a sub. Everyone, I know whenever I play and I start going for freestyle, I quote him myself.
Yep.
Jazer, very fantastic at the fancy plays. Hopefully he won't do too much. It's hard to say how he's going to...
Or hopefully he will.
Or honestly, if he can get a nice one, Jazer, drinks on me.
It's a challenge, man.
But either way, when you're a sub for a team, you run into two situations. You either really try and meld perfectly with them and just act like you're their third player out of the way, or you sit back, you let the two guys that know what they're doing do their best, and you're that kind of third slot. You're always there to let them go up safely, and you're always there for the third strike in case something doesn't go in. For
sure. And so we'll see what he's able to bring to the table here, the Montage King, the YouTuber himself. It'll be really kind of cool to see how he fits in with this lineup. I'm curious to see if he's going to be bringing his trademark Batmobile to put it alongside Cookser. But Cookser has also been rocking an Octane of late, so it'll be interesting to see kind of what their car lineup comes out, or if he'll be going with one of the more customizable vehicles.
Yeah, and you know, as you stated earlier, Precision Z, a team that has come out very strong. We just saw them take Summit in the first 3-0 we've seen today. But
it'll be Precision Z on the flip side. On the flip side of the field there. We'll see what they're able to do here with them in the orange. And with Flipside in the blue. Looks like Jazer is rocking a distorted Octane. As Skyline takes that one straight towards the net, Cookser has to make a clutch save. It's Cookser on the Batmobile. K-Dop continue to provide pressure here as Jazer pushes this one up. Skyline picks it up in the air. Sends it towards the net. Back in the net there as Cookser is cleared over to the side by Skyline. Siki keeps the pressure on. So far, it's been a lot of Precision Z up on the offense.
Precision Z want to take advantage of the fact that Flipside Tactics hasn't been able to get a whole lot of boost since kickoff just yet. But I know that once Flipside is able to start mounting some pressure, it won't look so good for them.
Marky Duda and Cookser up and in the air. In the orange box, they get it past the back line. If K-Dop can drop this one around, Skyline has an opportunity. Can't quite get a touch onto it as Marky Duda was right there to zone him away. But a nice touch by K-Dop clears Cookser into the air. It's Jazer or Marky Duda who actually has to make the save from the side. Keeping us scoreless here in this first minute. Jazer passing up to Marky. Goes just off the post. No one's touched it just yet. The 50-50 remains very neutral in the orange corner. Cookser looking to pass this one out to Jazer, who takes the shot. It rolls up high, and it'll be Skyline who's the first one to respond.
Marky Duda was about to come up for that, but we saw him with a field side flip, unable to get the height on it, and instead they ended up losing possession because of it.
Jazer and Marky Duda now in the corner. Sending that one across the midfield line, bumping it off of Skyline and carrying it towards the goal. Gasicki able to interfere. Can Marky get the touch? It pops just away from the goal and pinches to the side. What a crazy goal as it bounces off the post and in.
Starting with this dunk from Marky Duda, and then he tried to get the dunk on another one, but the player straight up missed it, and then Cooks here coming in, trying to body it again. All that was just great card placement. No crazy shots, just getting in the way of the clears.
That was ridiculous, and the tightest of angles coming out from Cookser. So he's able to put that one into the net. Give him a 1-point lead. Siki, though, shooting straight at the net. Cookser got caught on the post, and it's a tie game.
Cookser did go for boost off of kickoff. That bounced perfectly back in the middle when Siki came up for it. Actually, it went for the... I'm surprised the ball was allowed to bounce and stay that long in Flipside's half.
For sure.
Before anyone tried to contest it.
It looked like Marky and Cookser were kind of both over in the corner, and they decided to go for fake kickoff. I don't know. Marky seems to be grounded on his spawn off of kickoff. K-Dop carrying this one through the air. Now he's over in net. Jazer will push it over to the side. Marky moving up behind Jazer. K-Dop clears that one straight down the midfield, or straight down the wall. Skyline crosses to the far side where K-Dop is waiting. Ball moving towards Flipside's goal. So Marky sends it over to the side. Now Skyline wrapping it past two. Siki gonna send a shot towards the net as Jazer bumps Skyline. It's in a dangerous place, but Cookser will clear it away and keep us tied up here.
Yeah, there was a good defensive, or I think it was offensive bump, trying to get Jazer out of the way, but thankfully Cookser came to save the day.
Skyline now putting that one into the corner. Markey gets it past him. K-Dot plays it off the wall. Markey will send that one high. Siki trying to get up. Actually does not get a touch. Jazer misses as well, though, and that will leave it with Siki in the midfield, who tries to play it over the top of Markey. Markey, not one to be fooled, gets it past 2. K-Dop's got to make the play. He does, takes it away from the goal. So the shot from Markey came in. Was able to keep us tied up here as we've crossed halftime. Cookser, nice drift, turn around and take the shot. Siki getting the block, but Markey keeping the pressure on, bounces it off the backboard. Jazer and Cookser very aggressively positioned, neither in a place where they could take the shot off of Markey's pass. And that ball will move back into the corner. Skyline setting this one out for K-Dop, who takes a shot, bounces just high. Siki in for a follow-up, can't get it underneath Cookser. Can K-Dop push it? No! Markey Duda clears it away, and Skyline will push it over to the side.
Flipside actually messed up there on defense. We see both Markey and Cooks here grounded, trying to get that first save. They both go for one save, but
oh, and K-Dop gets it past. That's the lead for Precision Z.
Cookser tried his best to make yet another epic save. He had just done it in their last offensive drive, but this time he loses control of it while it's on top of his car, and we get K-Dop coming in to just maintain that pressure.
1:42 left. Flipside down by 1 in game number 1. Jazer goes on kickoff, and it goes over to the side. It'll be Cookser on the wall. Playing this one softly. Carrying it all by himself towards the goal. Almost gets it through, but K-Dop reads him and carries it away. Now Markey on the wall. Sending one towards the net, off the backboard. The Spider-Man clear from Siki over to Skyline. The pass play's coming through. It's in front of the Flipside goal, but Cookser will carry it away. Now Siki watching this one. Goes for the bump on Jazer. Jazer does not get touched, is able to push this one around. Final minute approaching. Flipside still down by 1. Now, Cookser up on the offense. Very deep in the backfield of Precision Z. Siki able to pressure this one onto the wall. Might get the double tap, doesn't quite get the touch. Jazer who's able to push this one up. And now Siki watches. Markey trying to pressure this one up, get us a tie game here with 45 seconds remaining. He falls back, lets Cookser pop it up. Jazer moves around, but stays on the ground. K-Dop and Skyline in the corner. Markey gets it past him. K-Dop plays it back out to midfield. Siki able to push this one into the blue. It's Jazer who pushes it away from the corner, over to Markey. 30 seconds, it's at midfield, crossing the line, but Skyline already in the air, shuts it down. It's K-Dop in the corner with 19 seconds remaining. It goes to the far side. Can Cookser get the angle here? Sends one just off the backboard. Jazer's in the air, but misses. It's Markey with no one there. Can Siki get it? Oh, no, what happened? And Cookser puts it in. The pressure from Flipside, shot after shot after shot, and we get a tie game.
Signature Flipside, just pressure, ruthless, non-stop. Markey Duda just above the post. Cooks here, but that was after, what, 3 shots we saw, just a little bit off from Jazer, another one from Markey Duda even prior to that. That is what we like to see out of Flipside Tactics.
This is what they do time and time again with 7 seconds left. It's looking like we might go to overtime here in game number 1. Unless Cookser can get some last-minute heroics, it will be overtime as that ball touches. These teams playing very evenly in game number 1.
Precision Z taking advantage of the potential hesitation you're going to see out of a team that's using a substitute, but at the very last, I don't know, minute or so, we see Flipside Tactics come alive, and they're able to start getting what they're used to.
Siki filling in the role enough to let Markey and Cookser do what they do best. Sending shots onto net, forcing defenders to be gods. Markey dropping that one down. Jazer taking the shot from midfield. It's Siki in the back, who clears it straight up. Cookser's watching for an opportunity, decides to fall back and play this one lower to the ground. He gets it up. Now Markey Duda watching this one in the corner, waits out Siki and plays it up to midfield. K-Dop immediately responds with Jazer right behind him. This one dropping in a dangerous place as Skyline goes in, puts it underneath Markey, and Jazer will clear it to the side, coming in clutch, keeping them alive here in overtime.
Flipside Tactics finding more than one person in net quite frequently, and it seems to be hindering them in their ability to get it out of their half.
Siki keeping this one in the corner. It's been here for a while. The demo onto Markey. It's not going to be all that much of consequences. Cookser was able to get a very solid clear. Now Markey will have respawn in the backfield, playing this one over the top of K-Dop. Jazer going to get up for this one. Try to interfere, but Siki was there first. Now Cookser trying to clear it across the midfield line. This ball going just wide. The Flipside's goal. K-Dop keeps that pressure on. Cookser puts it very high. Skyline is in the air and drops it back towards the net just high of the crossbar. It's still in a very dangerous spot here for Precision Z as Skyline tries to push it through, but Jazer again clears it away, being a defensive backbone right now, keeping this one alive. 140 into overtime. It's been all Precision Z, but they have yet to score.
We are seeing some unbelievable saves from Flipside Tactics, but they're putting themselves in positions where they have to make them. Still, again, I keep seeing two people going for the same save. Thankfully, they have the skill to deal with the shots that come their way.
Markey moving up the field here as Skyline puts it over to the side. It's Cookser who's coming up from the backfield. He's the first one in the air. The 50-50 drops it straight down onto Skyline, who's able to push this one back into the blue. Jazer watches this one on the wall. The 50-50 leaves it in the corner. As it bounces out to midfield, it's Markey who will put it up. Cookser immediately responded. These guys know how to pass. They put it over and around, but Sicky interrupts. Cookser watching this one as Skyline plays it high. Jazer aggressively positioned, has to fall back, and he's going to make the save. Not going to happen. Skyline able to put it in. Precision Z takes game one.
Precision Z coming alive a lot in this series. I really like the kind of pressure they were putting on, trying to counter Flipside Tactics wherever they were on the field. We saw them catch Jazer a little too far up. I saw him waiting in that midfield boost on the left-hand side. It looked like he was in a decent place, but that shot from Skyline just a little too powerful to try and read.
Precision Z coming alive in game number one, and wow, look at that. Directly even shots. Completely comparable. 4 from Cookser and Sticky, 5 from Skyline and Markey, 2 from K-Dop and Jazer. That's just a very fun little fact there that happened that way. All the shots, all the goals assisted here in game number one. Very, very excellent play on all sides. And Cookser really stepping up on the defense, getting himself the savior medal there, really holding them alive in overtime a few different times. But like you mentioned, there was a bit of defensive overcommitment that was creating those situations.
There were a lot of times I saw Flipside players, more than one of them go for a ball or positioning themselves oddly, where someone was in net, someone didn't really have full faith in that person, or they knew a tough shot was coming, and they were also in net to try and make the same save. They'd both go up for the same save. Thankfully, all three of them are skilled enough to deal with that situation anyways.
Sure.
We see another screamer come right afterwards, and somehow, between Jazer, Cooksey, and Markey, they were also able to get that second save. They're putting themselves in tough situations, but I do like the fact that every single goal is assisted, like you said. It just shows both of these players, or both of these teams, have the same kind of play style. They like the passing plays.
It's very interesting. I don't know how many times I've seen a situation where the scoreboard at the end of the game is directly even in every stat except for saves, and the team that has the more saves lost. It's not a very, it doesn't happen very often where that happens that way. And so that just shows just how efficient and how effective Precision Z was being on offense, how many shots they were sending straight on the net. And they did see Jazer at least 3 times come flying across from the corner, trying to make the save, push it over to the side. It's just that last time didn't quite work out for him. His Skyline was able to get it just out of his reach and put it in overtime.
Now, what could be happening too is now that they are using a substitute, which again, not taking any skill from Jazer, he's an amazing player, but you're going to have a little bit of hesitation and a little bit of, you don't know what you can trust him with. You don't know exactly what he's capable of. You haven't played with him as much. You don't know if he's going to see you up for that pass, you know, when someone cheats up, especially because Cooksey and Markey tend to like to do that. So I feel like there might be a few times, like you said, Cooksey had a lot of saves that game. I like to see Cooksey up just being offensive, always trying to make those strikes. I think he's one of the best strikers EU has to offer, and I really enjoy it. So I like seeing him get up in their faces.
Well, and he is the one who was able to tie up the game after that massive amount of pressure from Flipside. We'll see if they are able to continue here. Game number 2. Game number 1, very, very even. Flipside showing why they're strong in Precision Z, showing they can hang up here right now with this dominant squad. Quiet first 30 seconds of game number 2. Showing Precision Z, mostly on offense again. A nice demo there. K-Dop able to take a shot after the opened up space. First blood going to Precision Z.
Sicky getting this 50-50, then immediately following it with a demo on Cooksier in net, which left the net wide open. Jazer very unprepared for that. You only have so much time to react. You don't always know who gets demoed right off the bat, giving K-Dop the shot.
4:33 left to go. And Precision Z with the 1-point lead. Skyline watching this one as he drops it down. Cookser able to cross this one. And it's K-Dop who tries to push it out as Jazer moves up. Sicky now. Driving underneath that ball is Markey and Cookser. Make the 1-2 play going just wide of the goal. K-Dop going to drive this one back down the field. After that short offensive. Markey playing it into the corner. Jazer and Cooks are all very aggressively positioned. Jazer went to zone out the goalie, but Siki was already in the air, which leaves it back with Cookser at midfield. Gets it over the top of Siki and tries to push this one up. Skyline will wrap it around. Marky now looking to pass to Jazer. It pops down. He has an opportunity. Sends it towards net, but cleared by Siki. Not a lot of speed on that ball. Siki will be able to get the save. Now Cookser trying to play this one underneath. It goes into the corner again, where Marky will be able to pass out to Jazer. Looking for this one, but Siki again interrupting. Siki time and time getting in the way and interrupting these passing plays coming out from Flipside. Cookser is over the top. Goes into the box again, but comes out as K-Dop tries to wrap that one around. Jazer contests with Siki in the midfield. Siki winning 2 50-50s there to send it into blue corner. Jazer out to Cookser. Here comes the passing plays from Flipside. Cookser taking a shot towards the net, finds it, and there's a tie game.
Cookser getting up again so quickly. It's what we see out of him so often. This pop to himself off the wall, turns around, recovers, gets the shot over the defender. So much mechanical skill in such a short period of time.
3:04, tie game between Flipside and Precision Z. Jazer now in the corner with ball control, passes it over to Cookser, who actually backflips in the midfield, which leaves it with K-Dop. Marky will come up, cover the tracks. Jazer puts it over the side. Cookser hanging in the back, lurking as he always likes to do. He's in net, going to be able to play this one straight down midfield, but it will be Skyline in the back lines who plays this one away from the goal. Marky watches on the wall and plays it around the corner. Skyline drops it out to midfield. Cookser passes over towards Jazer. Jazer does not quite get the air he needs to send that one in, and that'll put it back in the hands of Precision Z moving up on offense.
Now that Flipside has gotten a few more offensive opportunities, we're going to see Precision Z slowing down a bit. They're going to dedicate more people to net, but it's definitely having a hinder on their offense.
K-Dop moving this one up. It's Marky in the corner, watching on the wall. Siki passes this one across. Marky is there, reads it well, and is able to send it into the orange, start to create offense for Flipside. Jazer will get the second touch after K-Dop. Marky tries to pass it down to Cookser, who puts it up towards the backboard. Dropping down. He's going to be able to send it towards the net. Doesn't go in. Can Marky get the angle? No, it goes to the corner. And now Siki be able to carry this one immediately off the wall. Great card control, immediately gaining control of that one on the wall. And Jazer watches this one as Skyline pops it out to midfield. There's a nice shot from Cookser, upper 90, cleared away by K-Dop. They drew up 2 defenders. If Jazer can turn on this one, he might have an opportunity, but Skyline's going to be able to get this clear.
You brought up the fact that Cookser's shot actually brought 2 defenders to try and make the save. Cookser knew when he was taking that shot it was probably going to get saved, but his task was to actually force the defense to try and make something. Wouldn't be a great touch, and they'd be able to keep on shots.
They've done just that, continuing this pressure. Flipside's offense extends into 1:20. Another shot coming through from Marky Duda. Jazer plays it back into the middle, passes over to Marky, who takes the shot. Excellent placement, draws up K-Dop, and Cookser is now in the air to keep this pressure on, puts it into the corner. Jazer will pop it out, where Marky will move in. The pressure continues from Flipside. Jazer looking to place one on the wall, interfere with the Spider-Man clears. He drops it in a nice place, but both Marky and Cookser had fallen back. Final minute of gameplay, still tied up in game number 2.
But take a look at what this pressure's doing to Precision Z. They're not able to get any kind of control of it. It has been in their half for almost what looks like 2 minutes. But there could be...
Yeah, it looks like Cookser gets back first. That was a nice breakaway opportunity. Siki, you could tell he was downfield, but didn't have anything to do with it. Now with 40 seconds remaining, both teams looking for the go-ahead goal. Siki sends that one towards the net. It's a light touch, and Marky will send it to the side. Jazer playing this one in the air towards the backboard. Skyline will send it to the corner. Jazer rotates around for boost. Cookser plays it towards the net, but cleared away. Skyline in the back will get the hard clear down the midfield. It's wide of the goal, and it'll be Jazer who sends it over to the side. Now Cookser in the air, reading that one so well, able to immediately transition this back into offense. 8 seconds remaining. This is around when they tied up the game last time. And this time they might be able to take the lead. As K-Dop pushes this one up. Marky has it lofted. It's moving into a dangerous spot. Cookser tries to keep it alive, but Siki will let that one touch the ground. Overtime, 2 games in a row.
Now we see Cookser coming up. We see some fantastic touches from him, putting the ball in great positions for his team to try and just pound down on.
7 seconds into overtime here, we're seeing Precision Z up on the offense. K-Dop might be able to take a shot, but Marky is there. Now Cookser wrapping that one around. K-Dop had fallen back. They'll put the ball back out to midfield where Markey will send it laterally to the other side of the field. Siki had a nice read but didn't get the touch. It'll be Skyline who sends this one all the way down. Cooks are able to swing around from the side, get the save, keep this game alive 30 seconds in.
Gets good placement. Cooks here puts it to the corner, tries to follow up, and now you can see it's giving them the drive.
Nice shot there. Cooks are saved away by Siki, getting himself another savior medal. 42 seconds in, approaching the first minute of overtime. Cookser watches this one, does not have the air to get onto it, and Skyline, if he can make the cut, has an open net. Doesn't get the touch, that lets Jazer rotate into the back. He'll play this one high. Cookser also moving up for this, sends it onto the backboard, or over to the corner rather, and K-Dop will play it out. Now it's up onto the backboard from Cookser. Skyline doesn't get a touch, and that'll leave it open for Markey to play this one around the corner. Skyline able to play it and keep it there. Cookser goes to zone out Siki, but then falls back. Watching for Jazer to move up. K-Dop able to get that one around. Good thing Cookser had fallen back as Jazer got completely mind blown by these Precision Z players. Markey has to make another save just to keep this one alive right now.
Flipside stays wide of the net, but it's because their confidence in their ability to make saves from wherever they are. We see them coming across the net for what looked to us like a lot of last-second saves, but they do it so frequently, you know it's got to be intentional.
140 into overtime. Flipside back up on offense. They've been here a lot. Can they finish it this time? Jazer will slam it into that upper 90 corner and give the win to Flipside.
This pass from Cooks here gets the first touch, and then he gets just underneath it for the pop, hits it off of Siki, and Jazer getting there just in time, squeaks it into the corner, giving them this victory.
Just trapping it up there. As we move into game 3, it'll be a game apiece between Precision Z and Flipside. An excellent series so far. These guys having a blast playing, dancing with their cars again. It looks like they were doing the upside-down seizure dance again. But yeah, man.
What a name.
Exact same score. This is blowing my mind right now. Flipside Tactics 2 games in a row now has had one shooter with 5, one shooter with 4, one shooter with 2 shots to give them a total of 11. That exact line, that is crazy to me that they've managed to pull out that exact line 2 games in a row. Not that it really matters, but similar shots again, 11 on the side of Flipside, 9 on the side of Precision Z. Seeing lots of offense on both sides. A very even game. Both games went to 1-1 into, well, no, the first game was 2-2 going into overtime, but still very, very even. They've managed to take it to overtime 2 games in a row here. Anyone can take this at this point.
Yeah, I mean, what I enjoy seeing Flipside do is they actually do a lot of 2-touch clears. They don't just clear it to the other side for just in one hard motion.
Right.
They'll actually tap it a little weaker in the midfield where they have a player who will then hit it harder. So the first person that gets the touch can actually start chasing already, and the other player is going to follow up too. The person that gets the second touch midfield is the one that's going to land and kind of maybe stay as that defender position.
For sure. And we're seeing, again, this has been a trend all day with the EU teams that every goal we're seeing has been assisted, that they're never making these solo plays. There's been very few solo plays. I think the only one I can really remember off the top of my head was Shao Set in overtime against Summit to take the lead. But they there's been this way that these guys play. They play as a team. They play as a unit. They don't rely on their personal skill, even though a team like Flipside, as we've said time and time again, they have so much of it. They could easily do this stuff by themselves, but they choose to play as a team because it's the best situation offensively to get around these very strong defenses. And now as we move on to game number 3, it's a game apiece, guaranteed at least a game 4. We'll see how it goes. Flipside moving this one up. Jazer drops it across the line. Skyline up to Siki, plays it out into the middle, but it'll be Cookser who gets there. A demo onto Markey opens up some space, and we'll let Cookser and Jazer be aggressive on offense. As their teammate is spawning in behind him. Cookser going to drop this one.
Way.
The team play coming through for Cookser and Jazer.
Cookser following this through, getting this air carry above the net, just trying to trick out whoever's on the wall. They weren't able to read that, and Jazer comes in to follow through to make sure it goes in. That is some Flipside Tactics plays.
And that was a Flipside tactic if I've ever seen one. That was brilliant to watch. Skyline now looking to respond. Jazer actually will send this one towards the net. No one's there. Cooks are able to put it in and make it a 2-goal game.
Jazer and Cooks here making quite a duo for themselves in this series. Starting off with 2 goals in 30 seconds. We see the touch from Jazer, and then Cooks here there to keep the height on it and stop Siki from getting it. A lot of misdirection.
These are the sorts of plays I'm used to seeing from Cookser and Markey. So it's really good to see Jazer being able to fit right in here and fit in with these sorts of team plays that Cookser's used to making. K-Dop and Skyline now looking to respond, looking for their first goal. And this is the widest score margin we've had in this series yet. At 2-0. Markey sending another one towards the net. K-Dop has to make the clear. He keeps the pressure on here in the corner, but K-Dop is going to be able to push through that front line and get it past the back line as well, bouncing just high of the goal. Jazer did what he needed to interrupt the shot from the Precision Z player, and now we've got a counterattack coming through for Flipside.
Precision's doing a good job of trying to deal with all these ruthless attacks. They're trying to get good counterattacks. I do like it. They just had a very close opportunity.
Jazer coming up from the backfield. Plays it over the top of K-Dop. Seeking Skyline. Gonna switch places as Skyline comes out of goal, and Siki will wait upfield for a pass. K-Dop gives it to him, putting it up high. Siki gonna drop that one onto the backboard. Can K-Dop get the angle? He doesn't get enough speed onto the ball. That'll leave it for Jazer. We'll be able to put that one back out to midfield. A good effort there from Precision Z, but Flipside now is knocking back on the door.
Good turnaround for Precision. We see Skyline trying to mount something. K-Dop now trying to follow through. I like the way they're doing the two-touch clears as well.
Markey pushes it across the line. Jazer sends one onto the backboard. But K-Dop will be able to clear it away. Cookser up to Jazer, looking for the pass plays. It plays up high. Markey might be able to come up from the back. He does. Takes a shot towards the net. A nice zone by Jazer, and Markey will be able to finish. Excellent play from Flipside.
First of all, Skyline, how did you get this? Jazer tried to take the demo, forced Skyline to make a hit, and he still got, I actually thought he got the touch for a second.
It was very, very
close. It's up the post, but he actually might have gotten there had that first touch been in. I'm sure at that point he actually hates that the post saved it for him because it made it harder for him to get the contact.
Exactly, yeah. There's still, your point stands that Skyline still made exactly the play he should make in that moment of getting over and into the way of the ball, even though Jazer was messing with him. But Markey's not going to miss the double tap. 3-0 in favor of Flipside right now as Cookser plays it over the top of Siki up to that midfield line. Skyline plays it back down, and Jazer is there. He's going to follow this one. K-Dop gets it past him, sends one towards the net, and there's Skyline messing with Cookser in net, but Cookser still gets the save, sends it away right here at halftime.
We see Precision Z trying to give them just a little bit more of their own medicine.
Yes, for sure.
But Flipside Tactics with a 3-point lead is looking in a much better position.
Oh, can Skyline put this one in? No, Markey will interfere, send it high, get himself a clear. Now Jazer putting it over the top of K-Dop. Markey sending one towards the goal. Going to bounce off. Cookser waits, watching as Siki plays this one into the corner. Skyline now shooting towards the goal. It's Jazer who sends it over to the side. Now Cookser and Markey both in the air for that one. They drew up 2, but they get a very solid clear, so it won't be punished just yet. Markey now watching this one as K-Dop gets it over the top and into the corner. He'll continue to challenge even as Cookser moved out of goal. Kind of an atypical defensive rotation for Flipside. But it's worked out for them as they're back up here on the offense again.
Precision trying to get in the way of as many plays as they can. They're trying to interrupt those passing plays between Markey and Cookser and Jazer. We see them just trying to position their cars. They're trying to be a little preemptive on it.
Cookser and Jazer passing between each other at midfield. Jazer goes to bully K-Dop. Goes into the corner. Markey going to play that one past Skyline and out into the box, but Siki there before Cookser could send it in. 1:17 left to go. Skyline and his boys still looking for that first goal. K-Dop has an opportunity. He gets it in. An excellent play off the backboard gives Precision Z their first goal.
I actually need to rewatch exactly who this hit off of. It came down off the wall. I don't know if they hit off somebody on the way down, but either way, K-Dop seeing the opportunity. That's one of the hiccups that Flipside has. They do trust themselves on defense, but sometimes they leave it open just a little bit too long, and they're going to have to come across a little bit too quick.
Yeah, I think they were both expecting Markey to get it off of his hood and play it far into the corner. But it did not, and K-Dop had a shot onto net. With 1:02 left to go, Jazer is threatening again. Precision Z still needs 2 just to force overtime. We've already had 2 overtimes in this series. But Jazer playing it over to Cookser. Here comes the offense so quick from Flipside. Cookser dropping that one high. Jazer's in the air. He's upside down. Going to try and drop it, and he gets the play. What a play from Flipside.
Jazer getting up early for this. We see a nice hit up, and then Jazer upside down. I want to say it, but I'm not gonna. I'm sure he said it on his way up there.
I mean, he was upside down on purpose. That was a very tactical decision. With it flipping his car upside down, he gets more power onto the ball so he can get a tighter angle straight down into the goal. So well done by Jazer, doing what he needs to do. Just as Flipside had the 3-goal lead, got cut down to 2, they immediately knock it back up to 3. 38 seconds remaining. They're threatening again. This game has been all Flipside.
It really has. They just have, I don't know, they've conglomerated a lot more. I like the way they're working together. They seem to just be reading each other a little bit more. Precision's doing more solo plays, which isn't really working out. Both these teams have realized, I mean, as we saw from statistics, you really just need to get those assists to put them in.
Yep, the way you can have the assists is what gives you the wins here at this high level of play. Siki plays that one to the side, but Markey will clear it away as the final countdown happens here in game number 3. Game 3 going in favor of Flipside. And it's very interesting to note, like, this game started, we had 2 games. Game 1 and 2 were very, very even, very, very close, very low scoring. And then in this game, we start off with Cookser and Jazer making 2 back-to-back crazy plays to send it into the net and give Flipside a 2-goal lead very early on. And that sort of thing seems to be a trend that remains consistent with RLCS play, that if a team can get out to a very early lead, that's much better than if they get out to a lead slowly over time. If you score a goal around 4 minutes and then a goal around 2:50, you know, like if they can score right up at the front, it does something to the other team, whether it's mentally or just psychologically, or those are the same thing, psychologically and mentally. Anyways, it does something to them to where they don't know how to come back nearly as well, even though they've been hanging with them 2 games in a row.
Well, it's like almost you have that looming cloud behind
Sure,
you, knowing
yeah.
like we have to get one.
Yeah.
And you have the pressure, as opposed to if it's a tie game, you don't particularly, like, you're definitely going to have to get one per se, but you don't have that pressure of like, we're going to lose if we don't get one. You still have overtime potential to look forward to. And if you're 1 point in the lead, you can kind of relax a little bit more, work together and be like, okay, well, we've got this lead. We just can't really hiccup on defense. We don't need to get a goal, so our offense doesn't need to be as perfect,
Sure.
but our defense just needs to be tight.
Sure, but it's interesting also because, like, you see, I feel like when I watch Flipside, when they play from down, they become more aggressive. They become more accurate on the offense. It's almost like the pressure of being down makes them play better. You can kind of see like the 2 different sides that sort of score margin can mentally affect a player and mentally affect a team. It's really interesting to kind of watch the way they play. Interesting note about this game, that's the 3rd game in a row the Flipside has had exactly 11 shots.
Wow.
They remain very consistent here in their play against Precision Z.
And as we know, consistency is one of the biggest parts of Rocket League. As we just saw 2 games neck and neck, and then Flipside is able to take away 4-1. It doesn't mean Flipside is just going to dominate Precision Z in every game, but it just goes to show that just a few mistakes can really cost you.
Game 4 underway. Flipside has now taken 2 in a row, and if they take this one, Precision Z will be done for the day with a loss. They are able to take the win, force a Game 5. They have the hopes of taking the win over Flipside, which would be monumental in their standings. As they try to drop this one towards the goal, it's Jazer who will block it away. He's up on the wall, plays into the corner where Cookser is waiting. They get it across. Markey hangs back, not wanting the breakaways to happen. He's going to stay back in the corner. Now plays over the top. K-Dop up onto that backboard, dropping it in front of the box, does not get the shot, had an opportunity, but it went wide.
That's a situation when accuracy is going to cost you. He had the open net. No one got in the way of that. I saw the trail of that ball did remain orange, so no one was able to get in the way. If he had just put that a little more on target, they would have been up in the lead.
Oh, here's an opportunity, but Cookser shuts it down, sending it straight up. Can Jazer get it in? No, they both miss. Markey and Jazer right there in front of an open net. Neither one able to send it through the post or send it around. And it's going to remain scoreless here as they try to drop another one here. Can Markey finish this one? There we go. He doesn't miss that one. Flipside's on the board.
Markey reading the ball, not the player. This is something I like to see. He did not read the defensive touch just in case. He read the ball on this situation that, let's say no one does get this touch, he at least wants to make sure he puts it in. If someone does get the touch, he's going to be off anyways. So he read that ball, didn't read the player. He didn't let it mess up his shot.
First goal coming at 3:48 for Flipside. And we're seeing Jazer wrap that one around. It's Sicky who sets it up high for K-Dop. He's going to try and carry this one all the way, but it is just a bit wide of the goal. He would have needed a bit more help to put that one in, and Cookser will be able to save it. Markey going to try and pressure it away. As Jazer in his own half. That ball goes back towards the goal. Cookser again saves the shot from Skyline and the shot from K-Dop. Cookser making those solo plays. We've talked about it time and time again, how they can rely so much on their solo mechanical play to keep them clean in goal. And right now they're continuing to shut out Precision Z with just a 1-goal difference.
I'm always torn. We've seen a lot of players this game go for those second touches. They'll follow their ball all the way across the field. I think it's good because it does put pressure on and it forces the defender to know they have to get there quick. But you also lose a lot of boost, and boost control is a huge part of plays like this.
Cooks are able to push that one into the corner. Trying to set it up for Markey. Nice play by K-Dop, sends that one over to Skyline, who sends it into the corner. Good team passing, but Markey saw where it was going, immediately able to pressure that one back up onto the offense. Cookser pops it out to Jazer. They get it over the top. Skyline has a run onto the goal, and it's a tie game.
It was actually a great thought trying to back pass over to Jazer, but he just caught himself a little out of position. Jazer, I think, was trying to rotate out towards the wide side of the net. Skyline ended up beating him to it, and since Jazer was last man on defense, Skyline had an easy coast. Yeah,
and Skyline had so much speed there. He was in between Jazer and Cookser, able to just immediately just take that one away, not even let Jazer have an opportunity at that. So right here at halftime, tied up. It's looking more like game 1 and 2 now than game 3. Anyone could take this one as Cookser pops it out into the middle. See Marky come up from the backfield. A three-man pinch sends that one into the corner as Cookser will pop that one out to Jazer, who goes up for the shot, but K-Dop and Skyline drawn out. Can they finish this one as Cookser waits for the pass from Marky? We'll go around on the touch from Sicky. Jazer rotates quickly up on her on the wall. Sicky will pop that one down to the middle. Marky sends it onto the backboard. He draws up Skyline. It's an open goal right now, but there's the shot from Cookser. Does not find it as Sicky able to block it away. The defense from Sicky has been great all series long. There's Skyline going to be able to clear that one away, dodging another bullet.
It's how you know Precision has been just watching Flipside long enough to know where they can take shots from. We see Flipside trying to take shots from all sorts of angles. They're able to make the strikes, but Precision somehow able to shut them down.
Man, there's Cookser. Can he finish? No, it goes just high. A rare inaccuracy from Cookser as K-Dop pushes this one towards the end. Jazer blocks it out and gets the dunk. Well done by Jazer, winning out two 50-50s there. Sicky continues to try and pressure this one around the midfield line. And Skyline comes in to finish it, drops into the box. Can they shoot? Sicky taking the shot, blocked away again by Flipside. They continue to play well on defense. K-Dop with a nice cross, but Sicky's not there just yet to finish it off. Jazer's in the air for this one as Skyline tries to drop it again. The pressure from Precision Z has been excellent in this final few minutes. Final minute of gameplay upon us here. Still tied up as Sicky tries to push this one across the midfield line.
The defense from both these teams is just unreal right now. I've seen some incredible saves. Oh, what a drop from Jazer.
Cookser in the corner. Trying to set this one up for Marky. It's Jazer on the far side who will come in as first. And now the third from Marky, going to wrap that one around, dropping it in. It goes in. Wow, what a play from Marky, and a bit of a defensive mistake there from Precision Z.
After all that defense, this is the shot that goes in. I'm sure they are so upset about it. K-Dop thought he had it. You saw Sicky just confidently waiting in net, knowing K-Dop probably had that touch. My.
It just didn't quite have enough air on it. Was not able to get there in time, and just like that, Flipside is 33 seconds away from beating Precision Z. If they take the win here, it will be all over. Cookser and Marky both go up for that one, but Cookser is a solid clear. Marky will be able to pick this one up, get it over to. What a play from Marky, drawing him out. Cookser plays this one off the backboard. Jazer in, but K-Dop clears it. Marky hanging in the back. Plays this one off the wall, but no one's home. Can Skyline send it in? He does it with 12 seconds. Precision Z holds on.
Not giving up. Precision Z keeps the pressure on. We see a bad touch here from Marky. He actually puts it right into the middle. No one there to support him. Skyline coming across from the right-hand side. Puts that almost the most precisely middle shot I've ever seen yet.
That's exactly the sort of thing we'd expect from a team called Precision Z.
Yes.
With 10 seconds remaining, anybody can take this still. Oh dear, there's a nice drop. Marky gonna be able to put it over to the side. Jazer watching this one. As it hits the 1 second mark. Marky, oh, is he gonna do it? It goes in for the buzzer beater to win it off of Skyline. What a play!
Flipside ready to continuously just take these shots. Marky Duda getting underneath it. It looked like he jumped too early, and I think it actually got saved. It was gonna get saved by the play that was in net. Someone from Precision came in from the left side, and I think's what pinched it in.
God, that was hard. Yeah, Sicky was in net. And he was moving away from the ball, so it was going to be a ridiculously hard save for him either way. And then K-Dop comes from the side and is able to send it in. It had the air already. I don't know if K-Dop's touch really made much of a difference. I think he was just trying to make the save. I don't know if Sicky could have gotten there. We'll never know what would have happened there at the end, but my goodness, Flipside making it exciting, giving us the tie game at about 36 seconds and then getting the buzzer beater for the win. Wow.
They did not want to go into that last game.
No.
They were prepared to end it right there. I'm sure they were a little upset they gave up that goal in the 15-second mark, but they're like, doesn't matter, we're going to keep driving for this one.
No, man. Flipside showing why they're a top dog team, why we love watching them so much. It was an exciting series against Precision Z. We'll be sending it back over to the analyst desk with Axel Toss and the boys. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Wave Punk and Finable Carpet. Wow, what a great ending to another series. Another game that comes down to literally the final second. Kudos to Flipside for closing that one out. Let's take another look at exactly how they were able to precisely dissect Precision Z.
Well, Precision Z, they started off pretty well in game one, 3-2. And that had somewhat to do with the sub of Jazer. He wasn't playing that great in game one, but he warmed up as the series went along.
Well, again, coming into game two, he started getting some actual pass plays. I mean, there was that one we're going to see soon, that air carry that he reads passes so well. That's what he does in his montages. And as you said, he warmed up as he went along.
Yeah, of course, he got the overtime goal. in game 2, which is a huge confidence boost, like going into the rest of the series for him. Because, you know, game 1 was a little shaky. He kind of owned gold for the overtime goal. And then here, of course, with Cooks here, what a pass from Cooks here. Like, Cooks here is so good. I love him so much.
Yeah, and again, overall, I mean, they kept up, but in the end, it was, you know, they started to warm up. Flipside they found their game near the end of it, and it was at that point kind of game over for PC.
Yeah, I thought Mark and Cooks here weren't teaming up that well, like in the front end, that they were kind of letting Jazer sit back. And they got a little lucky this game. Like, Marky had that weird goal there, and then right here, K-Dop just owned goals. Like, Sicky has that save.
That
was
was
just a panic.
Save.
Yeah, like, it was just panic, defensive play there.
Ripperoni.
But what can you do? Like, Precision Z almost had game 4, and this could have been anyone's series. But Flipside narrowly escapes with the win.
Yeah, well done from Flipside, especially with Jazer. A lot of question marks coming in on how that would work, but it ended up working out well. As you guys said, he's warmed up a little bit, and the question is, will he be even better in this next match? Now, Flipside will have a next match, but Precision Z will not. They finish the day 1-1. We'll have to wait for, I guess, next week in Midseason Mayhem to see them again. But yes, coming up next is going to be Flipside Tactics versus Reunited as we close out the day of the Rocket League Championship Series and our coverage of Week 2 of European action. Flipside, it's great, honestly, to be able to finish with them as they are considered one of the best and showing it in that last matchup against Precision Z. So, again, coming up next is Flipside versus Reunited. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with the final match of the day here from the Rocket League Championship Series. Stay tuned.